4 tracks to slap. I love it. Welcome, everybody. Hey, are you going to slap a number on this, or are we going to sit around and just whistle Dixie again?
No, I am definitely going to slap a number on this one. This is number 221 of SlapperCast, everybody. We got the whole gang.
Look at that. Hi, everybody. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen you, Heidi. Where are you? Is Heidi hiding in Arizona?
Yeah.
How's it been going out there? People have been asking about you.
Good. It's been busy. It's been a little bit busy.
Good.
So, yeah. It's
Busy.
gotten hot, but this week cooling down a little bit. But
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. How's the weather out there? We've just been exactly perfect. I mean, for weeks now.
yeah, when we were all gigging outside last weekend, it hit 100, so it was nice and pleasant.
Ah! Ouch! Yeah, we haven't got there yet.
Yeah,
we were just out in the field. Actually, maybe 2 weeks ago now, since it's slap day. We were out in a field at a place called the New Potato, and you couldn't break a sweat if you were wrestling grizzly bears. I mean, it was just gorgeous. We did
it was.
We did a Pogues. Yeah, we did another Pogues show, which was very fun.
Saw that.
Yeah, very fun. Yeah, with the Mendoza back on the accordion, and just great turnout. Wonderful spot. Place is the New Potato. Very, very, very beautiful. Just field off this little pub. And great food truck. Yeah, nice day. All ages. What music? What are you playing?
It was country and pop and rock and then weddings. I did all weddings, so wedding stuff.
I still can't believe people are getting married. That's crazy. Do they know that the end is near?
Yeah. No, they're getting married like crazy out here. So many weddings.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess if anybody needs a good divorce band, we can do that. But yeah, we definitely can't marry them.
There's a niche. Hadn't thought of that before.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's band.
That's my specialty.
Really short gigs.
No, they'd be the longest one. Those fuckers drink.
The longest ones.
Yeah.
Celebration. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the first songs out in front of their house when they're leaving. Outro music.
Yeah. Or if you're like if you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, if you're the other one, if you want if you want to drive them out, hire us, bring us in. We'll come in and drive them out. We also do rodents, we do insects, we do we're just here all around. We're just the exit band, just get rid of them, toss them. So what about you, Turbo? You got a new building? You got a new high rise?
Not yet. 2-story high rise right now. Got a 2-story.
That's high rise. Don't jump off it.
No way. I'm actually here right now. I'm in the building. I'm in my office. I have an office now. So I'm here today, making sure, if Turbo's gone too long, they scatter. Got to keep them in line.
What about you, Smalls? So you've been singing in the closet?
Yeah. Was just setting up to get to record in there a few minutes ago. That's going well.
Excellent.
Still don't have that ventilation system worked out yet, but
that's all right. You don't need it.
But that, fortunately, because of the weather, hasn't really been that big of a deal right now.
See?
This summer, it may be a bigger problem. But
we'll see. Don't cross that bridge when you get to it. We're like the weather girls. We just,
yeah,
it's just raining pain. What's your what are you working on today? What are you singing?
One of the Dwight songs. There's a song called they call it Dwight. So my friend Dwight has been recording a bunch of covers.
Dwight Yoakam?
And he's Dwight Odelius. He was a member of both of the bands I was in when I was a teenager, Elemental Penguin and The Change.
Yeah.
Keyboardist, and it's really cool because Dwight hadn't really done much music at all for years, and just recently he started teaching himself how to use Logic, which is the Mac, the Apple Mac based multi-track program that I use to record our rehearsals and so forth. But he's been getting really good at, he's a keyboardist, and he's been getting really good at figuring out how to use MIDI and instrument emulation. So he's managed to simulate guitars and all kinds of different instruments, and he's learning how to program drums too, which is something that I've done recently. So it's been really fun, and he's been giving me opportunities to sing some of these songs, couple of the songs I hadn't heard before. but it's been really good exercise for me to just have something rich to just jump into right off the bat as I'm getting this studio configured and everything. So,
is there anything that we can hear?
Not yet, but as soon as we have a take that we're both happy with, I will make it public. Maybe play a little bit on this. Maybe, I don't know.
Excellent. Yeah, I'd love to hear something.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'm getting the woodshed ready. We've got some studio time coming in. Also, big thanks to everybody that commented and got in touch with us about the last or I think it was last podcast and the podcast before. We were asking questions on format, what you like, what you like about this, what you don't like, and some really interesting points. Emily made quite a few. Emily in San Antonio, she was very, very insightful, and of course, Kate Scott's always in there first with great insights, and Larry, and but yeah, it was very interesting to hear that. I don't think it's very funny when everybody says, "Yeah, tell Paddy to shut up." That's not, it's a little hurtful. But apart from that, I mean, it was really good. I mean, just it was stuff that we wanted to hear, and we haven't had a chance to yet. I think it was last week's podcast. Chad put in a clip of one of the live shots where I had that idea mid-song to get Plunk Murray on the podcast. The only reason why I thought of it like that was because we were having so much fun with them throughout the day, and great band, great bunch of people, blah blah blah. And I just thought that we might get into an environment where we could sit down, have a round table. We've talked about this before, and this will happen. It unfortunately can't happen as fast as we'd like because of people's schedules, and so unfortunately with rock and roll, most things happen at night. All this stuff kind of, and it's hard too with gigs and with coordinating and whatnot. But what I was thinking was, we do have a couple of shows coming up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And if we could get, just some kind of, even if it's outside at a coffee shop or something, just sit down at a round table and just kind of swap stories with these guys, because it's, I always think that the live, behind the scene live music stuff is fun, but I think it's a lot more fun when you get a whole different perspective. Same stories. It's always the same stuff. I saw a wonderful Peter Sellers clip the other day where he told this just phenomenal joke. He tells it a lot better than I am, and I'm doing this for just context. But it's the pianist at the is just doing his thing, and there's a guy waltzing around with his woman, and he says, he goes, "Hey, can you play that song? That's What You Are." And he said, "I'm not familiar," and he keeps dancing around to all the different stuff. And throughout the night, he just keeps on and on. I play that song, and he goes, "I don't know the song."
He said, "Aren't you going to play That's What You Are?" So Alan said, "I'd love to play That's What You Are, but I don't know how it goes." He said, "Good God," he said, "what is the country coming to?" He said, I never thought I'd reach the day when somebody didn't know That's What You Are. He said, "Well, if you sing it, I'll try." He said, "It goes like this. Unforgettable." Yes. You can't win, you see.
That's a great musician story.
It's
marvelous, yeah.
It's hilarious because that's how the punter, the dancer, the audience hears the song. Nothing close to, and there's nothing to clue in the artist, what song they're talking about, because they're completely, fucked it up. So to me, that's always hysterical to get those same stories, because it's all the same shit. Nobody's got new stories. You've just got better or different or, so.
Yeah, through a different lens.
Exactly. So to have these people on there with that sense of humor and that kind of same, we're all playing the same gigs. It doesn't matter if you're, I don't know, stadium or pub. You're essentially doing the same thing. So
yeah, no, we definitely need to do that. And again, with a Kaleidoscope project, which we've also talked about.
Yeah. I mean. Yeah, I want to do it with a bunch of these people, and especially when we go out of town too, on days, travel days when you don't have to drive 8 hours, if there are other bands that we're playing with or whatnot, just nice to get, and again, not too extensive, because I don't ever want this to turn into the I don't know if I probably mentioned a few times that Fox had called me to take over the Tucker Carlson slot. I told them, no thanks, because their hair and makeup team are awful. So they're no good to me. Cool. So shall we kill? Shall we maim? Shall we shine? Shall we?
Yes, let us.
All right.
Well, I want to shine. I'm gonna do a little different. I'm just gonna shine. I'm just gonna shine this. All right, let me get the title here. The song's called "We Grow Stronger," and it's by Flatfoot 56. And so,
cool.
I think what I like about this song, it's got, I'm focusing a lot on the drums on this song. I love the 2-step at the end. I love the way they have the toms. I love the song just drives. Like, man, if there's kind of an ideal song of all the parts I like all put together, I may not structure a song like that, but if all the parts I like put together, man, it's all in that song. And I love it. I got it on repeat right now. So
excellent. All right, cool. Stop being so delightful.
I don't know if I'm gonna kill this week. It's a happy week. I don't know if I want to kill anything this week. It's one of those weeks where I just want to shine lights. So,
all right. Well, I'm just going to kill
nothing. I'm going to kill my killing this week. That's what I'm going to kill.
All right. So, well, I'm going to kill for you. I'm going to kill "Lady in Red" by Chris de Burgh. How about that?
Okay.
Has anybody ever heard that song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
call.
Because I know Emily had said that she, that the killing and the shining kind of gets old because she doesn't know a lot of the stuff. I will say that a lot of the stuff that Chad kills, I would say to go and look that up if you're not familiar with it. Not so much the stuff he shines the light on, because Chad's got a very he's got a very 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 minuscule
questionable thing.
Yeah, no, but seriously, I'm always impressed with you. Always come up with the really good ones. I'm impressed on that. But I don't know if anybody's going to top "Lady in Red" this week. Chris de Burgh, very popular in the '80s, and another one of those guys that shagged the cleaning lady or the babysitter, whatever she was, and then it's just
that's been used in commercials, hasn't it? That song.
I wouldn't know. I don't watch TV or fucking listen to that prick.
Because all I can summon in my head is the chorus, "Lady in Red." Yeah, that one bit. I can't even sing it right.
She's
That's all I know from that song.
Cheek to cheek. Yeah, it's fucking awful, and it's you can't help that way. Like if Arnold Schwarzenegger wrote a song, A, I'd love to hear that song, but B, you because that he shagged the cleaning lady or the whoever she was, you just know that whatever you're writing about is just is just out the fucking window. So unless he's singing to, anyway, the song I'm going to shine a light on is just the whole Machine Head by Deep Purple. That record, I've just been listening to it over and over and over again. I'm stuck on Deep Purple this week, and so Emily, don't go researching Deep Purple. It's a little bit it's a little bit proggy. It's a little bit, the lyrics aren't great. The lyrics aren't weighty. They're not a lot of but Ian Pace and Richie Blackmore and John Lord, stop. That's just, everybody's brilliant, but it just doesn't get much better.
Is that like a 1970s?
No, that's
1970s release.
I think. God, don't ask me the fucking dates, man. God damn it. I don't even know how old I am. It's so worth, if you like rock, if you like heavier rock, people will say that Deep Purple were instrumental in the beginning in starting pushing that wheel of heavy metal down the hill. That's they would deny that, and I would kind of deny it too. But they're more responsible than a Led Zeppelin, I would think. But again, I'm so opinionated. It doesn't really matter what I think. What's her name? Deep Purple is just such a collaboration of brilliance. It's one of those bands that if you don't, even if you're not a heavy rock fan, you'll find stuff in there that you like. But you have to let them go on their tangents and their stuff. But again, just Machine Head. I can't get it off the turntable right now. So anyway, on we go.
Cool.
Who's next?
Oh, I got one I'll kill. Can I kill one? Can I back up and kill one?
Yeah.
I got one.
Never too late to kill.
I'm going to kill. I'm going to do Tell Me Ma from Gaelic Storm. And their version of it. Because it seems so minimal effort, in my opinion. I just am like, this is just minimal effort song. And so I'm killing it for that reason. It's definitely a skip on my playlist when it pops up.
They're really good at Gaelic Storm is really good at choosing killable songs repertoire.
I like them. There's stuff that I like, and so I usually don't kill them. But they that one I just feel like they could have done a little bit more. It's very bland.
That's not a good song to start with. So anyway, that's my opinion. Okay, Heidi, what you got? Or sorry, are you next?
Sure. You go next. Okay. So a lot of times on these corporate jobs, they want a fiddle player, and so the band says we're going to do all country because it's a country theme, and the company wants country, and they hire a fiddle player and a steel guitar player to go with the band, and we get a set list. Hopefully I know everything on it, right? But without a doubt, after like the first 30, 40 minutes, they always switch to like dance music or rock music or pop music or whatever. And me and the steel guitar player are like, good times, So I can improv along. I've played rock violin quite a few times, but it just, it's always like, well, there goes, that whole set list or whatever. So anyway, I end up being a part of tons of songs I can't stand. So I'll add to most of the songs whatever I can add, but there are certain songs where I'm like, I'm not going there. I'm just gonna smile and be a part of the visual on stage because I'm not playing the song. So like anything Taylor Swift, no thanks. But without a doubt, there's always those old rock songs that were terrible then, they're still terrible now. So the one I'm going to kill is Pour Some Sugar on Me. I just stand up there going, oh, please let the song end. And everybody out in the crowd is like reliving whatever moment they first heard the song, and it's I hate that song. It's like Blister in the Sun for me.
Yeah. It's awful, and it really that's one that should have been.
I know I liked it when I was younger. Like high school, I thought it was cool. It was like, it's cool song. It's terrible. It's absolutely stupid. So I'm killing that song.
Worst.
So then I'm like, well, what would I want to replace a song like that with if I could on a band set list? Like, what would be a good crowd song that's like worth listening to? And I think something by Traveling Wilburys, such as Rattled or Runaway. I would go with Rattled for a corporate party. But why can't we do something like that? Like some real music with the same idea. Crowd pleaser. So that's, hey, guess who I was on stage with the other night at this corporate party that was on steel guitar? You're not going to believe this.
John Travolta.
They got the steel. No, they got the steel guitar player that was on tour with Glen Campbell all those years.
Oh,
wow.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, I know who you are. And he was having a great time when we were doing all these ridiculous songs. He was over there laughing, like adding little stuff on the steel guitar. He was like,
nice. What's his name?
Ken Skaggs.
Ken Skaggs. Cool. That's awesome.
My God. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Good.
Couldn't believe it. I was like, Glen Campbell. Now that's some real music. I love that music.
No, I have so many Glen Campbell CDs. I'm just surprised that you guys all haven't. It's wonderful. So his later stuff got kind of crappy when he started doing the Green Day covers and the U2 covers. But God, what a phenomenal player and just great. Anyway, always I can never go wrong with Glen Campbell.
Yeah. And I was going to say it's an amazing story with that guy since he started off as a studio guitarist,
Wrecking Crew,
session player. Yeah, and the Wrecking Crew along with Carol Kay and all those cats who are played in all those hits in the 60s, the early 70s. So when he went off to do his solo career, his fellow Wrecking Crew members are like, what's he going to do? Because he couldn't even read. He used to get teased because he couldn't read music, but he would sometimes have to get pointers from his fellow band members on what was going on because he couldn't actually read the sheet music that they were handed. Right. But when they heard him, I guess maybe a lot of them hadn't actually heard him sing, but because he actually, his voice was amazing. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to dipping back into the 1950s again at Kelly Navarro's suggestion. I did actually have to do a little research on this because I haven't listened to a lot of this stuff. But Chantilly Lace by the Big Bopper. Do you know that one?
Yeah.
I swear I think he's only famous because he died in the same plane that Buddy Holly and Richie Valens died in. That song, it does get played a lot, but it is and all of his stuff was just novelty songs. Hello, baby. It's just, it gets really grating. And it's, I don't know, but I can imagine that he was probably an artist that back then that people were like annoyed by, like, oh God, he was like the Def Leppard of the late 1950s. I don't know. Right. But so I'm going to replace that with appropriately a Buddy Holly song called "Words of Love," which is I don't know. He's got so much stuff that I think people haven't heard, but that one is probably one of his better known ones because the Beatles covered it. That's how I heard it originally. But what's really cool, what it's kind of touching about the Beatles version of it is that they're almost just completely copying Buddy Holly's version. It's an incredibly true rendition of all the way down to the whisper soft and true. In his original song, at the end of each line, he would hold almost like he was imitating guitar feedback. It was, and the Beatles copy that like just perfectly. To me, that song is unique. Like a lot of Buddy Holly stuff it's got this timeless aspect to it because it doesn't really, that song in particular doesn't really sound like a 1950s song to me. And he's somebody that I think a lot of people need to listen to because it's just incredible.
Yeah.
How much that guy did in such a short period of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, Buddy Holly.
My mother's a huge Buddy Holly fan, and when she came to Texas on one of her many trips to Texas, she went up to Fort Worth. Excuse me. Love it, Fort Worth. God, I gotta wash my mouth out with bleach. Yeah, but she went up there to see, and she sent me DVDs, Buddy Holly stories, and all kinds of stuff to, and again, I can't say I'm a huge Buddy Holly fan. I love his stuff. I can't listen to it that in like if you're gonna put on, for instance, if you're gonna put on like Bob Dylan, you can listen to Bob Dylan for a long, long time because there's a lot of Buddy Holly to me has that he's in that one area. He covers that one, and he does it very, very well. But it's just after a while, it gets a little thing. So, but I think going back to the Big Bopper, I think his voice was unique enough to put him into a different area in that time. I think that's what his appeal was, maybe. But he definitely had that. He had that great booming, and just used it a little different. Willie Nelson, who you kids probably wouldn't have heard of, is one of those guys too that you can listen to. I was so thrilled. I went on a road trip with my kids a while back, and I don't know how many CDs in a row we listened to in order. I think it might have even been chronological. But we were just listening to CD after CD, and they were enthralled with it. They just couldn't, But he's another one of those guys too. Of course, he's still doing it at 90. Just still. Yeah, just as wonderful as ever. But I think I forgot to smoke weed again today. Sorry, Willie. But yeah. So again, we don't want to keep you all day doing this. But like I said, Heidi, you were missed last week. We had a blast with young David Mendoza and also our friend Glenn Dine, who jumped in on the Boweron with us. A lot of fun there. And then by the time you'll have heard this, we'll already have done Cinco de Mayo at Continental Club. And I want to say a belated Happy Mother's Day to everybody. And also Happy Mother's Day to Heidi, because it hasn't happened yet. See, we're in the future and the past, because we're just fucking everywhere.
Thank you.
That's right.
So, and also Happy Mother's Day to Chad, too, because he's a motherfucker on this Zencaster thing. So, but I do want, and we got a lot of feedback on the format of this thing and asking people their opinions of it. But we have to figure out too, what we like about this thing. So if we have any suggestions, because I know I do, I think we should do a 3-piece podcast with y'all 3 for the next 3 months, and I'll go away. Give a little bit of
What?
Get a little bit of rest. Give you a little rest. I'm yapping all the time. Somebody say something. Damn it.
Yeah, no, fat chance of that.
Start the 3-piece podcast. Step 1, we're incorporating this thing. Step 2, we're getting employees. There we go.
I like it. See?
Oh, man. I will say this. I want to say something about the show that happened, I guess now a couple weeks ago, out on the grass was, I'm sure you guys noticed, but I'm not sure, so I'll ask. The kids that had climbed way up in the tree, did you see them up there? No. They were like watching the show. There was that big tree that was kind of in the corner of that field. And they were, as I was playing, I kind of look up like this. I'm like, that kid's way up in the tree. And he's up there, Oh, that was so awesome. I was like, man, there's people everywhere, It was cool. So
that is cool.
That's cool.
We need to do more stuff like that too. I like the guerrilla setting too, where we kind of go out and we just go play somewhere that's not a bar or just a new environment somewhere. I always think
I had a great time. That was super fun.
Yeah,
it was nice.
Yeah. It was really cool. Glenn comes up after the show, our tempo version of streams, and he comes up. He's like, my heart's beating so fast. It's like,
the tape up one of his fingers because
all of his fingers.
One of his fingers was
a lot of percussionist drummers will do that because their hands take such a beating. But there's a better tape than electrical tape, Glenn, because once you get any kind of a sweat going, that's gone. That electrical. But still very, very fun. Heidi, just top of your head, favorite Pogue song, go.
Oh gosh,
all time.
That's too hard. There's too many.
I know.
Well, you know how much I like Rainy Night in Soho, but that's probably not my favorite. I just can't think on the spot.
All right, Turbo, favorite Lizzie song, go.
Which band?
Thin Lizzy.
I'm going to say Dance in the Moonlight. Yeah.
All right, Chad, favorite Deep Purple song of all time, go.
I don't know any Deep Purple.
Okay, I'll make it easy. Your favorite Black Sabbath song, go right now. I know the answer. Go.
Oh, yeah, Supernaut.
Supernaut, yes. Okay.
Supernaut.
Heidi, back to you. Favorite Pogue song.
What about favorite Pogue song right now?
I don't know.
Okay, favorite Pogue song that we play.
That we play. Theirs or that they cover?
Oh, anyone.
Know. Do they do Young Ned of the Hill?
That's their. Yeah, I mean, that's their version. But yeah, it's a Ron Cavana song. But yes,
yeah, I like.
That's a great. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay. Good. Yeah, this is all going to come into play.
That's my favorite that we do.
Okay. And then I'll get back to you on the favorite of all time, because that's a big one too. Turbo, you've got this.
What about yours? You're not getting out of this. What's your favorite?
Favorite what? From who?
What's your favorite Blink 182 of all time?
Never heard of them. I really don't know any of their stuff. But ask me. What's another band? What's a band I've heard of?
All right, favorite Pogues of all time.
Favorite Pogues of all time would have to be
favorite Neil Diamond song.
Neil Diamond song? Neil Diamond song is September Morn. Favorite Pogue song of all time would have to be God damn, the Galway races with
See?
Wow, see? Yeah.
No, it's the medley. I think isn't it called the medley? Isn't it called the Da, 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 da. Yeah, the recruiting sergeant with the Galway
Yeah,
races.
it's just the titles of the songs. Like Galway
the medley.
Races,
So
Rocky Road.
So that's my favorite of all time. Any others? Any others I can help you with?
Favorite Dolly Parton.
Oh, easy. I don't like 9 to 5. I think it's been overplayed. I hate it, and I don't like Jolene because it's been overplayed. But Here You Come Again is my all-time favorite Dolly Parton. Why? I don't fucking know, but that melody will get in my head and will sit with me for 1,000 fucking years. Listen to that. Listen to her delivery of that fucking song. Oh, so Turbo, do you have any bands that I might know that I could answer for you?
Favorite No Effects song?
I don't know them.
I do like the Wolves and Wolves Clothing album. You should check that one out. That's a good record from No Effects. I find myself listening to that one a lot.
All right. Well, bring it with you on your phone next time we're in the van, and we'll listen to it. How about that? So why don't we put a big slapping bow on this thing and slap a bow on it, and we call it a day.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. So everybody, thank you for listening. Patreon, thank you for being you. Get your tickets to a show. Go see some rock and roll. Even if it's not us, go see somebody. The gigs need you. We all need you. We'll see you soon. Slaptastic.
All right. See ya.